Hey y'all, it's Leslie. I'm trying this for I think the 4th or 5th time now, so cut me some slack. I'm a little confused. This is FlossTube number 154, I think. Today is Wednesday, November 12th. I do know that because yesterday was Veterans Day. And thank you to everybody who served. Anyway, Steve's going to be late getting home from work today, so I thought I would take an hour or so and get this done, although I don't have a whole lot to show because it's only been a couple of weeks and my shoulder's been bothering me, so I haven't gotten really a whole lot of stitching done. But anyway, I thought I'd talk to you for just a second. Quick update. We've been super busy. Steve has had some health tests. He's had an issue with dizziness and like motion sickness. His MRI is negative. He's now referred to cardiology for a workup. All I hear is cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. I just wish they would find a cause because he's very frustrated. So if y'all pray a little bit that we can get this ironed out, what's going on with him, and get him to feeling better. But anyway, so we've been running around doing that kind of stuff. My friend Susan has had a couple of adrenal crises, so I've been busy taking care of her. And I've been really busy with kitten stuff. You know, I have a couple of litters here, and unfortunately, and I can't talk a whole lot about this or I'll blubber like a baby, but we had a real lethal, apparently, variant of calicivirus run through, and I lost 4 of the 5 of baby's kittens, and that just about killed me. So I've been kind of sad about that. The one that's remaining, Little Willow, is doing well. There's one of my girls back there. Who is that? Can't tell. Anyway, you'll see kitties running around. Tiara, who is not pregnant, is back down with my boy Sonny. So y'all may hear the Wild Kingdom calling, and I'm sorry about that if it gets too loud. All the dogs are in here, so you may also hear a bunch of snoring. But anyway, the other kittens are doing well. Daisy's kittens were 2 weeks old on Monday. They're doing well. I have Tempe and Sunny are both due, I think, on the 20th and 22nd. And then that'll be the end of my 2026 kittens, and we'll see what happens. I'm sorry, 2025 kittens, and then we'll see what happens for 2026. I think that's the big part of the update. Oh, I forgot these last time, and I promised Steve I would show them today. Steve has now written his second book, The Christmas Wishmaster. This is a great book if you have kids or grandkids or whatever, ages like anywhere from probably 5 to 12 to 14. This is a great book for them. His other book is a Halloween themed book. They're both available on Amazon, so please support him. He gets a big kick from having people read his books, and they're both available on Kindle Unlimited also. Anyway, The Christmas Wishmaster, and I have read it. It is actually really good. And he's working on an adult themed book. When I say adult, I mean for grown-ups, not for kid focused. Now that's hilarious. So I'll update you on that soon. But anyway, super proud of my hubby. He is, he's a wonderful guy, and I wish him success with this venture. So anyway, now 3.5 minutes in, I talked really fast, got done with that part. I'm sorry, I have little hairs making my face itch. Anyway, I got done with that part. Let's talk about stitching. I have not gotten a tremendous amount done because, like I said, my shoulder's been bothering me, and it's just been crazy busyness because, it's just one thing. It's not just one thing. If it's not one, it's 12 or 14. I used to say it was one thing, it was another. No, it's not just another, it's 12 or 14. Anyway, this is what I was working on the last time I talked to you. This is Barbara Anna's All Creatures Great and Small. And I didn't get a whole lot further than I was when I talked to y'all last. You think I would remember to get out the board, but you'd be wrong. But I did make it down to the bottom of this side. That is the bottom. And since y'all saw it, I have added that bottom section, which is not finished, but I got the itch to move on, so I did. But I'm very happy with it. I like the way it's a lot of little motifs that are like little victories. When you finish something, you get a good feeling because you got done with a part of it. And I'm very happy with this, and I will get back to this. It's like I said, it makes me happy. I like it a lot. This is 36 count. Don't get me lying. I don't remember what the linen is now. I think it may be Dusty Road by Seraphim. I'm not positive about that. I'll put it in the drop down. I'll look and put it in the drop down because, or wait, hang on. Maybe I have it written down. Maybe. That's probably an optimistic statement, but you know, hope springs eternal. This is, I was completely wrong. This is R&R 36 count Creek Bed Brown. And I'm very happy with it. Like I said, it's a beautiful piece. It's a lot of fun to stitch. These are all of my silks. I seem to add another one every time I turn around. I can't do the thing where they all look pretty and you just want to pet. I do want to pet them, but they're a mess, but they're fun to work with, which is important. I love to stitch with silk. And like I said, these have been a lot of fun. So that's Barbara Anna, All Creatures Great and Small. And I'm taking the time to put my stuff away because I'll have just a huge mess if I don't. And I have enough beds. Oh, excuse me. So sorry. I have enough messes without making more for myself. God knows. I will wait to zip till y'all are gone. Okay, and then I had a start and finish. It has been my tradition for the last couple of years to make a Christmas ornament to send to my son and his wife. This is Annie Beez, A Partridge in a Pear Tree, the first in her series of 12. This was very easy. I stitched this in, about a day and a half of stitching time. And this is a kitten stitcher linen, Wabi Sabi Fabrics. This is 40 count Cherry Cordial Light. And this is stitched with, I showed y'all last time that I had, that is not true. It is much, that's about the right color there. I showed y'all last time my new color and cotton flosses, and I pulled mostly from them for this, and God knows what, there they are. So this is all color and cotton flosses, some from my stash and some from, mostly from those two packs that I showed y'all last time. And if you have the opportunity to get those, you should, because they are really, really beautiful colors. I have this on a fat quarter of this fabric. So if I chose to, I am confident I can get at least 8 on here. I don't know that I'm going to do them all on here. We'll see. You know me. You never know what the heck I'm going to do. But I'm going to get this finished to send as an ornament to my son. Hopefully along with the one I did last year and never sent to him. But again, A Partridge in a Pear Tree from Annie Beez. It's very cute. I'm such an idiot though. I looked and looked and looked at this down here and went, is that an acorn? What is that? It's the pear. Sometimes I even astound myself with how dense I can be. That's the pear. Okay, and then I had started this before I started the ornament, but I figured I better stop and do the ornament so I could get done with it. Oh, shoot. Well, I left my pattern in on, yep, my pattern is in on at my stitching spot, so I'm not going to be able to show you the pattern for this. This is Brett's stocking from Shepherd's Bush, and I started this, I don't know, maybe a week and a half ago, something like that. And this is where I am. This is a 20 count linen. I will have to look back and see what it is because, you know, I've slept since then. But this is where I've gotten to so far on this. This brown is it's a little bit darker than what it's showing up for you. very similar to Vintage Country Mocha, but that's not what it is. This is actually, I believe, a 20 count R&R linen. And I will look that up and put it in the drop down too. But this is, I think, Brett's stocking. I am done with the Wise Man here. Probably half-ish done with the foot of the stocking, and I have not started the top yet. And then there's a bunch of little doodads around here too. But I'm very pleased with how it's coming out. One thing I will tell you about this is there are 4 or 5 called for, and it's stitched with number 5 Perle Cotton. And these are my Perle, it's my whole bunch of Perle Cottons that I've been using on all of these. It calls for several crescent colors, and y'all know Crescent Colors is no longer around. It is now Classic Colorworks, and I don't believe they do number 5 Perle Cotton anymore, because I looked and looked and looked and looked and looked, and then I looked some more for those crescent colors, and they were not available. So I just did a little research and matched them best as I could to some Weeks, and Weeks does do very nice Perle Cottons, so I have several Weeks subbed in for those. But just be prepared that on some of these older Shepherd's Bush stockings, it will call for number 5 Perle that's really not available anymore, and you will have to substitute some stuff. Okay, and then I thought, since I didn't have much to show, like next to nothing, I would show you my other 2 stockings that I have done. My plan was that I was going to get these finished by Vanna Pfeiffer, and Vanna, God love her, is having some health issues now. She's going to have a hip replacement soon if she hadn't had it yet, and so she's kind of out of commission right now, and frankly, I'm broke. I am supporting the vet. I'm putting his kids and his grandkids and his godkids and probably his great-great-grandkids through college because of cat stuff. So anyway, I'm going to be trying to finish these myself. I don't know if I'll get them done for this Christmas. The way life is going lately, probably not. But anyway, they're very cute and I like them a lot. This is the one I did for my son's wife. This one, Brett stocking. That one is for my son. I sent him pictures, he and Claudia, pictures of all of these, and they picked out the ones that they each wanted. This one is called something or other. This is Elizabeth stocking, and this is for my daughter-in-law Claudia, and it is done with the exception of I still need to put the beads and the little treasures on it. But Elizabeth stocking, and her name at the top. I just hadn't pulled it back out to do that. But I like her because she's a very pretty angel. Claudia's favorite color is pink. I didn't think about it, or I probably should have changed the color of the angel to pink, but you know, that would have required me to think ahead, and I did not. But I think she'll like it anyway. There's lots of little pink touches in it. I love the little village down at the bottom. I just love Shepherd's Bush. And then the third of these that I have, and this one is completely done with the exception of I need to finish it into the stocking. And I don't remember what the name of this one is, and I have put the pattern away because this has been living in my project roll waiting to be finished. But this is the one for my grandson Colton, and you can see I've actually got his name on it, and I have got the beads and treasures attached to this one. But again, I will I don't remember the name of this linen, but I will put that in the drop down. Anyway, I think they're very, very cute. And I'm going to be scared to death to cut into them to try to finish them, but you know, it is what it is, and I guess I better. So anyway, there's my Shepherd's Bush stockings. I need to get back to working on those. And I think that probably certainly by the end of this coming weekend, unless it's just too crazy, I hopefully will be done with the third one. And then I just have to make up my mind that I'm going to get the finishing done. We'll see. Okay. And then the last thing I have to show y'all is just a little bit of haul. Now it's good haul, but it's just a little bit of it. I got this today from Michelle Rudy at Farm Girl Dry Goods. This is the Teresa Vinette, Shakespeare's Peddler exclusive Peace on Earth. It is such a pretty pattern. I love this house. It looks like the house has got like beadboard siding kind of looking stuff here, and then the brick in the front, and it's just a really, really pretty sampler. I probably will not get this started this year because it's relatively large. I don't know if it says on here, 234 by 234. And I have lots of large already started. So I probably need to finish one of my larger projects before I start this. We'll see if I stick to that or not. Never know. But it came beautifully kitted with some 36 count linen and then all the called for overdyed cottons. And it's just, Michelle does a great job. And since, you know, I was ordering, I ordered a couple of other things too. Now, there have been new Plum Street releases out since this came out, and I'm going to have some of those too. But this is Miss Pilkington's Cottage from Plum Street Samplers. I think that's super cute. And then I have not done any of the Tiny Towns, although I think they are adorable. This is Quilted Tiny Town, and I just think that's so sweet. Like it a lot. A lot. But anyway, that's my little bit of haul. It was good haul, like I said, but it's just a little bit. We are only at 16 and a half minutes, so that was pretty quick for me. But like I said, I've only been able to stitch for a couple hours at night on the nights that I've stitched. There've been a lot of nights that I've just fallen asleep on the couch and not stitched at all, but that's where I am for now. I will probably be back, knock on wood, we'll see. In a few weeks, we'll see if I get anything finished out of this stuff that I can show some finishes. But I look forward to seeing y'all again. I probably won't see you before Thanksgiving, so in the interim, have a great Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. I hope y'all all enjoy it and get to visit with your family and celebrate all the good things that we have to be thankful for. Y'all have a wonderful day. I will see you soon. God bless.